Welcome everyone to an introduction to Rosetta Stone Foundations for Newcomers and Beginners. My name is Boris Moreau and I'm currently a linguist and subject matter expert with the Rosetta Stone Learning Solutions team. I hold 30 years plus experience in the field of public education from grades 5 through 12, working in multiple capacities as an ELL teacher, Title I coordinator, and school and district office administrator. It's for this reason that I deeply understand and work to manage the challenges that schools face educating a diverse population. Today, I'll strategically demonstrate what Rosetta Stone has to offer to address the growing educational needs of English language learners, or ELLs. Rosetta Stone Foundations is a scalable solution designed and made to support newcomers or those with limited English skills. Rosetta Stone Foundations engages learners by systematically developing fundamental language skills through a predefined sequence and method. This solution enables learners with limited or no experience with their new language to build toward conversational proficiency and develop basic interpersonal communication skills, or BICS. This online solution provides an interactive immersion environment as students complete the language lessons. They unlock activities to practice their language skills through games and stories level to their learning progress. This solution enables teachers to monitor student progress, incorporate supplemental material into their curriculum, and integrate technology-based language learning into their lessons. Rosetta Stone Foundations uses an immersion-based method. This method means the English learner is surrounded by the language and language structure in an all-immersion environment. Rosetta Stone supports the 4 basic language learning skills and domains. Speaking. Learners are active and engaged every step of the way. They're surrounded by the language and language structure throughout the program. Through proprietary speech recognition technologies, learners are speaking from the very outset and the very first lesson in the program. Through the speech analysis tool, learners can fine-tune their pronunciation and increase their confidence to speak the language with others. Listening and reading. We offer listening and reading skill development as well, whether taught together, as you can see here on the screen, or separately. Learners are given feedback on every screen of the program, knowing whether they are right or wrong, and waiting for the learner to move from the program forward at their own pace. Writing. Writing activities are provided as well. The writing activity screens offer practice with the alphabet and spelling through various writing activities, including writing words and phrases as the student hears them. The student portion of Rosetta Stone Foundations is comprised of 3 core components: language lessons, live tutoring, and games and activities. Language training core language learning lessons are focused on building vocabulary, grammar, speaking, listening, and writing activities skills. Live tutoring, live conversations with native speakers, are limited to students within the school to ensure a safe environment for online interaction. It's important to note that we have an option available for live tutoring, which is an add-on to the regular Rosetta Stone Foundations program. Games and activities. Interactive games, stories, and activities reinforce language learned in the language lessons. Solo games are available for students to ensure a safe environment, and stories, which help students gain cultural experience while practicing reading aloud and using their language. Both the live tutoring and the games activities are available as the student progresses, and content in these 2 features is leveled to where the student is in the program so that they have the appropriate level of content. In addition to the core components, Foundations also offers students ways to practice and reinforce language on the go. Mobile apps allow students to continue learning and practicing with mobile devices. Let's first take a look at the learner side of the Rosetta Stone Foundation solution. Every level of Rosetta Stone language lessons is divided into 4 units of study. These are the building blocks for pronunciation, grammar, and vocabulary. Some of the activities are designed to teach the language. Other activities are structured around reinforcing and reviewing content taught in the lessons. At the end of each unit, there is a capstone or milestone activity where learners can practice an extended conversation in real-life context. All a learner has to do is click on Suggested Activity bar or click on the highlighted activity to begin the study. Let's explore together the activities available in a learner's path of study. Let's take a look at Lesson 1, Screen 4, Pronunciation.
A girl.
A girl.
A girl.
We can also go to the speech analysis tool.
A boy. A boy.
And in this particular case, we can see that the program is asking me to say a boy. A boy. A boy. Through the use of the speech tool,
A boy.
I can listen to the feedback
A boy.
that I provided as input. I can also listen to the native speaker at different speeds.
A boy. A boy. A boy.
When you pronounce the word, a voice print compares the emphasis and pitch of your voice to the same characteristics of the native speaker's voice. You can look at all three together or one at a time. As mentioned, you can speed it up to normal speaking rates, and you can also slow it down. The learner can practice as many times as he or she would like until they're satisfied. Then they would click on the return to the lesson to complete the screen. Now let's take a look at games and activities. Games and activities allow the learners to participate in language activities to practice skills and reinforce language concepts. All content is unlocked by progress made by the learner in the Rosetta Stone language that precede the game. 3 gaming environments exist. Let's take a look. Play involves games that sharpen your language skills and vocabulary. Talk involves opportunities to practice your conversational skills with new friends around the world, with new friends within the actual school district. And read allows students to read and listen to favorite stories and even record themselves by reading them aloud. Teachers can leverage these games and activities, especially the stories, to reinforce lessons learned in class as homework or as complementary exercises for students to do inside and outside the classroom. In the Read catalog, we can provide content targeted at the individual learner's progress up to this point in the course. In the Read catalog, we can harness the demonstrated benefits of demonstrating to students what narrative and expository text looks like. We can provide a variety of interaction modes that lets the users practice reading, listening, and speaking themselves. We can develop the user's sense of accomplishment by revealing the extent of their ability. And also, we can provide real-world content by externalizing the learner's progress. Let's go to Unit 16, where we can explore some stories and text that are leveled to Lexile levels ranging from 140 to 1,100. This reading passage, entitled Letter in a Bottle, provides long blocks of text in listening, reading, and speaking formats. The bolded words reflect words learned in the program to this point. Learners can uncover additional vocabulary as shown here in the green by scrolling over the actual word to see the image that the word represents. It's a great way to work with words learned as well as to extend and expand vocabulary. Rosetta Stone Studio, or live tutoring, is another feature that is offered as an option based on the level of the program that is purchased. In Rosetta Stone Live Tutoring Studio, learners can practice their new language in a completely immersive environment under the direction of our experienced studio coaches. Each studio coach is a native speaker of the language being studied, and each 25-minute session takes place in a real-time group setting with other learners at your level within your district. There is one session for every 2 units of study in the program. In Rosetta Stone Studio Live Tutoring, learners will continue to develop confidence to speak through speech activation. This provides both reinforcement and motivation to continue to learn the language. Here, the student will interact with native speakers, which will bridge their natural urge to express themselves and build the confidence they need to communicate in the world around them using their new language. Now, let's go to the administrative portal. The Administrator Portal takes you and provides you with management and administrative tools that allow teachers to manage their implementation programs. One of the biggest benefits of online learning solutions is their ability to track data on student progress in real time. This real-time visibility into student progress empowers teachers to be proactive instead of reactive as it relates to student learning outcomes. Here you can manage the learners, from provisioning user access to managing roles and permission, as well as monitoring the progress of a specific class or an individual student using the powerful real-time dynamic reports. You can identify areas where students may require additional attention and engage at-risk students early in the process, allowing teachers to guide students towards the desired learner outcomes. Additional resources are also available to help blend Rosetta Stone into the classroom. These include a teacher's manual, teacher's materials, which feature lesson-by-lesson curriculum integration plans, classroom conversation cards, and student workbooks to reinforce lessons offline. And so there it is, an overview of the Rosetta Stone Foundation solution. Through learner study that can be structured around classroom curriculum and powerful reporting capabilities to effectively monitor and manage learner study, Foundations provides an excellent way to complement classroom instruction for newcomers. Thank you for your time today, and please contact us if you would like more information.